Well,
Hey, what's up, fam? Welcome back. Kind of a special episode.
Something
It's
like
kind
that.
of going to be a regular episode. I believe. Like we don't have anybody on here to talk to besides ourselves, or we don't have anything else to talk about. Then this is going to be a new thing. It's our PMP's local haunts. That would be paranormal losing podcast for people like me who don't, you know, can't figure
PIMP,
that out.
not
People,
PIMP, PMP.
yeah,
PCP?
PMP.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
for people like me, people like me. I mean, I am PIMP, but whatever.
Oh,
I don't know
hell.
what I don't know what of, but
Oh
you
my
can be
God.
one of a lot of things, and it's
the
something
spirits, the
they're not
spirits,
good.
the spirits.
Yeah, the spirits.
Yeah.
Nah, don't get it
but
twisted. You're the PMPs.
yeah, welcome new thing. We're gonna talk about Flow Rider since we're
Yeah.
talking all like that. the,
Yeah.
the Flow Rider, the Florida.
Mhm.
Um, all the craziest people in the world come from the Bronx and all of Florida. I learned that from Charlemagne the God, and it's absolutely true.
I agree.
So
Can't
you
fight
have
that.
stuff like that, then you're probably going to have some paranormal whatever. And I'm not saying that the crazy people of the great state of Florida, which a lot of them come from other states. So are you crazy? But
I
yeah,
think we all are in our own little
I think it may be all
Yeah.
of, but we're gonna keep going with that though. But stuff goes on down here. It's very old. We have a city in Florida, northeast, somewhere around Jacksonville. A lot of you can probably figure out what that is. That they say they're the oldest in the country. Um, even if they're not by a day, even if they are, that's pretty friggin' old. And the Earth is pretty friggin' old. And there was people here before us, the natives. That's why we like to go check out those native mounds and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of history is what I'm saying. There's a lot of history going down here. So I'm gonna share our local history with you. So you'll get a lot of this. I'm sure a few things you've already heard about because you've listened to us or watched us talk about places we've been around the state. So you're gonna hear some stuff like that. But hopefully, for a lot of you, you're gonna hear about a lot of new places. So, with that, who would like to go first and talk about somewhere here in our great state of Florida?
I like to go first.
The old wise one.
Wise one. I'd like to talk a little bit about cemeteries, man, in our areas. You know, not a lot of these places are out there broadcasted, famous, known, get investigated all the time, that sort of thing. And I've gotten some of my best evidence from these places, honestly, to be honest. One in particular that I live around here. I won't name the name, but it is a cemetery. So it's more of a memorial park, if you will. And I'll tell you, there is an actual, and I was just going over this the other day, some of this evidence. There is a mimic that is there. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with that term, but a mimic is a spirit, ghost, quote unquote, demon, prankster who mimics everything you say, do, speak, whatever. And I've had twice now in the same spot when I went to this cemetery, something repeat what I said twice. And I wish I could play the clip for you, but in one instance, I had my tripwire down on the ground, and it went off, and I was being polite, and I was like, thank you very much. And I had my SB11 going, and next thing I know, I hear like a little disturbance it was like a little squeal on like the SB7, and then it goes, thank you very much, in the same tone as I said it and everything. Like, it wasn't just a thank you very much. It was like in the same tone, because I was like, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And it went, thank you very much. And I was like, holy crap. Really? That's freaking crazy, you know? So, and in that same area that I was in, another time when I went back, I heard something in the corner, and I had my direct link in my hand. And I was like, oh, you're trying to get our attention? I'm going to walk over there. So I walked over there, and I was like, oh, there's nothing over here, because I saw a bug. I was like, there's nothing over here but a bug. And then 2 seconds later, across my direct link again, the word bug comes right through my direct link, like same tone of voice I used and everything. I couldn't believe it, man. So yeah, so the cemeteries that are around us, you know, I don't. Some people would say that they are peaceful and quiet, and some may be, and some people would argue that they're not haunted because of the fact, you know, that that's their last place of rest, so to speak, for lack of a better word. But I believe that they are. I believe that there's a lot of history there, man, and those and like like you were saying, like the land that it's on, you know, maybe that land that was there came from, you know, or saw some things that were there before that cemetery was there. You know, we don't know. But I'm a big fan of going to the local cemeteries. Another story here. For those of you who don't know as well, there's a cemetery, and I will name this one because it's pretty famous. It's the name of it is the Georgiana. The Georgiana is in Merritt Island, and up here on the Central Florida area. And there used to be a lady. Well, I should say there was a lady named Ethel Allen. I don't know if you guys are familiar with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a local legend about her. So the local legend is, so she was a woman of the night, so to speak, and she was murdered and left on the Indian River banks, on the bank of the Indian River, I should say, to die. She was beaten, burned, bludgeoned, whatever. And she used to frequent what is now Ashley's of Rockledge. And some people supposedly say that is a source of the haunting that's, going on in that. But I went to her gravesite just to see, and investigate in the Georgiana. And I, again, with my direct link, and this is why my direct link is like my favorite piece of equipment, because I get a lot of activity out of that thing, man. So I stood by her grave, and I said, what did I say? I said, hey, Ethel, is it true that you were murdered and left on in the banks of the Indian River to die? And she was, and it clear as day, and said, or it is on the direct link. Like, and I have all that stuff posted on like Facebook and TikTok and all that stuff. You can check that out. But yeah, man. So some of the cemeteries that we go to, man, around here are cool. I love them. I love going to them. So it's pretty cool, man. That's some of the and there's a lot of other things I'd like to check out too. Like I know there's the mounds, like you were saying, the mounds that have a lot of supposedly body parts, bones, quote unquote. You know what I mean?
Artifacts and such.
Yeah, artifacts. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, artifacts, trash. It was their community. So I'm sure a lot of that is actually there. It was their community.
Yeah.
Just like our community, we put ours in mounds on the side of the highway.
Yeah, exactly.
Everywhere in the country. So, and that's mostly trash, but
yeah,
what we do. But at least we covered it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, cemeteries and all that. They're I think they're great. I've been to a few here in the state. There's one I really like. I went to twice, and I'm gonna have to hit Larry up because I can't remember the damn name, so I can put it in my ways and get there. But
You can find it
really,
in the group chat. You just gotta search for it, like cemetery.
Yeah.
It's in the
I
chat.
looked it up from when me and Larry were talking, and I don't have any. I don't know why, but I don't have anything past a certain point on the calendar. I don't know what's up with that because he gave me that last year, I think it was.
I remember you telling me
Um,
about that place. I'm
and
trying
it's
to
a cool
remember.
place. There's some native mounds in the
Mhm.
trails behind it. Um, it has something to do with a hurricane in the past, where there's a mass grave there. Um,
It wasn't the one in the Okeechobee, was it?
it's near Lake Okeechobee, not
Right.
Okeechobee, Lake Okeechobee.
Lake Okeechobee, yeah. Yeah.
I want to say southwest,
Hmm.
just on the other side of it, the southwest side of
Start with like
Right.
a O
Lake
or something.
Okeechobee. What's that?
Didn't it start with like a O or something? Like, God.
It like I'm trying to think of how to explain how the what do you call it, like syllableize it or whatever, like
Yeah.
because if I heard it, it'd be like boom,
Yeah.
and I can't think of the name. And I used to call it something else when he first told me about it. I
Okapokee.
kept I, it wasn't no, it wasn't Okeechobee.
Oh my God.
it was it was it was something. It was something that almost sounds like somewhere else, and I can't think of either one of them. I don't know why, but I'll figure it out. I got it written down somewhere, and I got some printouts. I just got to go in my box. I mean, since I've been there, I moved, and I got boxes in places that weren't where I used to know where they were. So,
Yeah.
but I really want to get back to that place. Cool little spot, you know. But
Did you get any
uh,
activity when you were there?
um, I went. It was very minimal. I went uh, during the day both times. I got permission actually. I know. That's why I want to find my notes on it because I mean I can find it. I just have to start calling people. But I actually had a phone number, direct phone number. I can call them and tell them, "Hey, I'm going to be there until about this time,"
Yeah.
and they wouldn't bother us.
Yeah.
Um, it's one of those things where it's a place where people, I believe, try to go in. They want to stay there after dark, and they don't know what to do. So they're like, the cemetery doesn't let you do that. They do. Um, and the reason I know that is because of one of our big local teams. They had a show about it, and they did it there, and that's how I learned about what was going on in the trails with the native mounds. Um, and then they talked about the cemetery, and there's a spot in the cemetery. I want to say if you're facing the front gate to the northwest, if you're facing that in the corner, that's where a huge mound was. They dropped it down, and that's where I think I got a little bit of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and then that main road outside of it, a lot of the dirt was placed out there when they first built the place. So now it's out there too. So I haven't heard any conversations about paranormal over there on the
Yeah.
road on the main road, but they did use some of that dirt. They don't tell you where the mass graves are. There is a sign there. I'm not going to say where it's at because hey, everybody, sometimes you got to do a little bit of homework. If I
Yeah.
remember where this place is, I will definitely put it out. But you're going to have to walk around the cemetery, walk around,
Yeah.
talk to whoever's living there, and then you're going to see this sign, and then you're going to see where you could look to possibly um, get some contact. And there is somebody, a very famous name there, may have had something to do with pirates or something like that. I
I
don't know.
I think I found the name of the cemetery.
What is it?
Ortona?
Yes.
Hmm. Yeah, you're
Thank you
right.
for
Sounds like
the,
a city. Sounds like a city,
that
like a Daytona.
that is yes, and then I kept saying the other. That is exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So Cordy B helped us out here. He figured it out. That is definitely the place, and I'm not going to say the name of the famous person because now that we got the place, everybody go look it up so you can learn about this person's history
Yeah.
because it's an awesome. It's a. This is what I want people to start doing. So if you're new at all this, because the old heads they're not going to do it. They're going to do what they want to do. But if you're new at this paranormal thing, learn about the history about a place. Learn about the real history about people or a group of people talked about at the place. And then when you figure out who those are, freaking, I don't care what you do. Go watch some YouTube, find it. Well, you might have to take YouTube out soon, but go freaking read something or freaking listen to something that's going to tell you the actual history about folks.
Yeah.
Because one thing I love history. I mean, I'm a huge reader. Not a lot of people are, but I'm a huge reader. I love history. And the number one thing that pisses me off is when I find out something and then I listen to what humankind has said about a certain group because they want to get their fucking point across, or because you didn't take the time in your life as an adult to actually figure out the actual truth about a fucking people
We're
and
going
say
there.
say something and say something. And I'm not going to say what the one thing that trips me off, but when people say it, you may notice I get a little higher octave when they start talking about it because they have no fucking clue what they're talking about. Stop talking about a group of people that ain't you because you don't know. Ask that group. Now I'll get off my fucking high horse. Who's next? Cordell.
What the fuck?
Cordell.
Terry's on fire tonight, boy. Yeah.
Bro, it's insane to me. It's insane to me, especially in this community.
Well,
where we're all supposed to figure out something, we're supposed to be looking for stuff, and then you find out when somebody's not actually doing that, they're only there for whatever reason, not the right reason to do something in this community, and then you go into a place and you want to do stuff because you think it's cool, but you don't realize what you're doing to a community. But you go and do it because it's cool to you. That pisses me off.
Yeah.
And guess what? You walk into a place, fucking figure it out.
That's right.
If not, go away.
Yeah.
But I do know that will never happen because of where the fuck we live, and it's going to just keep happening. So whatever.
Don't
continue with the shit.
Or don't put shit out there that's going to blow it out of proportion. You know what I mean? Like,
but they're going to do that. We already know that. Yeah. And until people start actually calling them out, everybody's being quiet. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Nicely.
And when he says that in the most loving way, everybody, please.
I will make you some potato salad.
Yes.
It's not good potato salad, but it's potato salad.
But I'm saying that to wake people up. Like, you can say that you're against something, but until you open your mouth, shut up. That's all it is.
Yeah. Folks,
I'm getting very messed up lately because of what I've been seeing going on around this globe, and it's like,
dude,
what the hell are we doing? Yeah. And I'm not being political here because we can go on both, all three sides, and figure out stuff. I'm just saying, like, it trickled into this community a while ago. And then when I see stuff, I'm like, I thought all we were supposed to be doing was paranormal.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then some people put this in there, some people put that in there. But I'm like, and then you go deeper and it's like, well, you're not even there for the right reasons. You're just there to whatever, and it pisses me off. And I hijacked the damn show. But Hey,
Okay.
where no matter where you are in the world, those are local haunts that need to go away.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. That was a
I'm done.
good transition there, T. Good transition.
I'm done. I'm done.
Uh,
Who's next? Cordy?
Cordy, what's you got, buddy?
I was so caught up. I thought he was going to go on longer. Shit.
My bad.
Like Terry said, it is one of the oldest states, but a lot of tragedy does happen in this state for some weird reason. Let me take you back to the 70s. You already know where I'm doing.
Oh no, I think I know where you're going.
Let me give you a small American town, out dirt roads, countryside, you name it, swamps, typical Florida. What comes out of that? Murder.
Hey.
And that murder didn't stop for, God, how many years? Too many.
Too many.
But, hey, look who decided to join the chat today. Well, everyone likes marshlands, especially serial killers.
Yeah.
Just think, you can string somebody up and they wouldn't be found for eons, maybe ever. I'm talking about the Devil's Tree.
I thought you were about to shoot.
We all know, but for those who are new to the show and don't really listen to us, there you go. New listeners.
Yeah.
It's very local. It's one of the most hit up spots in Port St. Lucie, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
It could
Very
be
famous here.
some of us, but I actually like the spot because it was my first paranormal place, and I'm sure it's the first paranormal place for a lot of us. It's got a nice little trail. What am I missing?
No, when you said a lot of us and you stopped, and I thought you were looking at us. I was like, no, not me, not me. But I get your point. Yes, you're absolutely right. Yes, sorry. Continue.
God damn it.
That's funny.
And this came in at the perfect time.
I know. Yeah, I love the.
I will vouch that Cordell did not do them.
Yeah, me too, man.
If it's found that he did them, I would vouch that he did them. But right now, he did not do them. I got your back, bro.
Are they past murders or future to-be murders? You can't convict me for something that hasn't happened yet. Or if it
But
is,
I just needed to get myself out of it and make sure I was good. I got you.
I got this guy. He's innocent. We don't know anything.
We got your back, way back.
I just wanted you to know. Got you. Just got mine more.
Man, y'all on one this Wednesday evening.
I don't want to smile like a donut.
Got your back, man. Way back.
Jesus fucking
Oh,
Christ.
damn. Sorry, Cordell. Go ahead.
Y'all fuckers on
Sorry.
Wednesday.
Tell us to shut the hell up, man.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, it is a very nice area. You got that nature walk.
Yeah.
But you do have sections of the woods where you'll feel fine, and then you'll feel off. You guys ever notice that?
Mm-hmm.
Like you go from peace and serene to you get a weird vibe, like you're being watched, especially
Very
at
quiet.
night.
Very quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And if the animals are quiet, there's definitely something wrong.
Very quiet. Weirdly quiet sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I've been going there for like the better part of 8 years. Seen some things, heard some things, experienced some things, but I've done a lot. We've done a lot of great other investigations, but this place will always be my favorite.
Yeah.
But, people, it's just funny, like, because everybody knows about it, but you get people who go there for us paranormal investigators. You got your people who think everything's a joke. You got your weirdos who do weird things over there. Finding like
and the school kids.
School
and the
kids.
school kids. Yep.
Mhm.
It's a nice area to walk the trails and go do funny stuff. But it's a good
Yeah.
area.
It's a cool little spot. It's
Yeah, great fishing spot too.
oh
Yeah.
yes,
Oh yeah.
definitely a great fishing spot. I don't eat anything that comes out of there, but
Oh God,
it's great to fish. We said fish, not eat, but
Yeah.
but yeah, it's a good fish spot. It's a cool and I don't want to. I don't know if you're going to talk about that one place there in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I don't want to say what it is. You know what it is, though. There's
talking-
two. There's a building. There's a building, and there's two doors. One for a certain
Yeah.
type, and one for another.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bathrooms.
The bathroom.
Yes. And that's the best part about it too. The haunting extends the whole place basically.
Yeah. I have evidence of that from the bathrooms when I was there. One of the last times I was there. I have a direct link as I left it on as I walked into the bathroom, and right as I walked into the door, I heard "Help me!" Come right clear as day, right there the direct link, man. And I was like,
I never touched the bathrooms. I haven't investigated them. Every time I was in there was always the woods, but so next time I go, I gotta go over there because I never did.
I've actually never had anything happen to me in the bathroom. That's pretty cool.
I wasn't intentionally doing it. I was in there to go use the bathroom, and I just didn't turn the direct link off, and it just said help me.
So the story is the women's bathroom is definitely more haunted than the men's.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That's actually the big story. Nobody talks about the men's bathroom. They always talk about the women's bathroom.
Haunted. What the hell, man? What are these women doing in these bathrooms?
Well, think about the place we're talking about.
No, yeah, I know.
Yeah. Think about the place we're talking about. I would imagine nothing happened in those bathrooms. I would bet that nothing happened nowhere near those bathrooms. But that land that it's on and what happened there.
Yeah. It just ripples throughout the whole area, man.
Yeah. And I think that's why the women's bathroom is a lot more
I don't know you guys
active.
There's actually a little legend I've heard from a few people that when you walk outside of the parameter of the woods, you can actually hear girls screaming.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I've heard it. I've actually
not like heard it, but I've heard about it. Yeah.
I've heard it. It's terrifying. It's like blood-curdling scream.
Yeah.
Oh my God! What is English?
Yes. Yeah. Screams are. You're not waiting for that. It's just, so when it happens, it's like what?
Yeah. But,
run.
Yeah, we've got. I mean, us as a collective, we've gotten some pretty interesting evidence there.
Yeah.
I've been with a few different people, and some strange stuff has happened there, and
you and me
trying to figure out if it's an animal or something else too. Because you're in the woods, so it's like, is that an animal? Is that not an animal? It's like, and then everything else on top of it, and it's just and stuff answering back or whatever, or stuff going off. It's just like, geez, man.
At least you don't have to. Yeah, the spiders you got worried about getting.
Spiders. There's spiders.
Frogs.
Oh yes. If frogs, you frogs will mess your head up. The different type when they're talking to each other, they're not all saying the same words, and it will mess your head up. So when you start hearing the frogs, pay attention. Because it's hard. Because sometimes when they're all going at the same time, it sounds like something else.
And a little
just be mindful of that, folks, if you've never dealt with that.
Also, just letting you guys know, over by that trail, over where the stairs are, if you go a little further in the steps, there's another little trail. There's an orange tree. Mm-hmm. There's an orange tree.
Yes, there's an orange tree back there. Yeah. You showed me where, which I think you said you don't believe it's a native mound.
Yeah, over in the back.
Yes,
area, where the house,
where the little stream is, or whatever.
Yeah.
But that was pretty cool over there too. And
I gotta get
I had
back
no
there.
idea that was right behind the foundations where we all go stand, and right behind that
I took
is this open area.
it took
Yeah.
me 8 years to learn everything that I know about that area and the history behind it. It is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it's a pretty
Could,
crazy story, man.
should we mention Schaefer? Oh, I said his name, but should we mention what the
No.
idiot did?
So
Yeah, I guess that we should
We've
probably
talked
get.
about it.
I guess
We've talked about it before. We've talked about it before. So
Yeah. Well,
So,
for
for
somebody
those-
who doesn't know, maybe.
Yeah,
it'd be
yeah.
good, You know.
So like Rich said, for those of you who do not know who Schaefer is, he was a sheriff's deputy with the Martin County Sheriff's Office back in the 1970s. He would pick up girls who hitchhiked and would do awful things to them and then kill them. His last two, they got away, reported him to the sheriff, but he tried to play it off like it was a joke, which later led to him being arrested. And come to find out that his kill count is actually a lot higher than most people think. People say it's from 13 to 33, but from what he was saying, it's 80 to like 110. If I can find you the document, he goes into detail about some of the ones that he did, and one of them made me sick to my stomach. I can't even mention it on here. It's so bad. But yeah,
do you believe his numbers? Like, I think me personally, I think his numbers are higher than what they're saying, but I don't believe his numbers because he's here. This is my theory. He's a fucking narcissist. And you start throwing numbers out there, you want people to pay attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it's higher than what they put out. I definitely do believe that. What he was doing, and it wasn't just that he was picking people up in Florida either.
No, he was traveling all around.
Yeah.
I think it was I-10 or whatever. He would go out of the state and come back. But what's crazy is how far he was driving. Even if it was Florida,
Yeah.
there's places where he drove these girls from.
Yeah, like from like Miami and stuff too, wasn't it? Like
Yeah.
So I think it's higher than what they. Yeah. And I think I'm not saying they're trying to hide anything. I think maybe to their credit, they're putting out what they actually know.
Yeah.
What they know of.
But dead men don't tell no tales.
Yeah, so, and this guy he's putting out numbers, which I think I'm on. Some of them probably believe like I am. He's embellishing, but I definitely think it's more than what they know.
Oh, we know.
I don't think it's 90. I don't think it's 90 to 100.
That man was sick.
I'm giving him 40-50. I'm giving him 40-50. I'm playing that
middle ground here.
Yeah, I'm playing those cards.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm probably totally off, but I think it's higher than what they know of. I think.
Yeah, that's my local spot.
All right. Well, I guess it's up to me. This should be fun. I don't even remember where. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to talk about a place we talked about before. A little history. I mean, hell, we've actually talked about it a lot. But it's an awesome place. So, and the start of this is going to be this place for me anyway. It's the old Hamilton County Jail.
There it is.
Place is awesome. It's constructed in 1893. It's in Jasper, Florida. It's still there. Closed in 1984. So when it closed, it was the oldest operating jail in the state in 1984 when it closed. So 91 years of operation. Tragedy, sadness, all that could imprint itself onto the walls. There's before it even closed, there's stories that there's ghost stories. There's ghost stories before it even closed. I'm going to go into a little bit about maybe why. So there's some ghost stories there because some stuff happened there, you know. National Register for Historic Places mentioned that the building has a haunted reputation within the local folklore. That's an understatement. It was built by the Pauley Jail Company, St. Louis based. They actually constructed a lot of jails throughout the country. Which, I mean, I'm going to go in a rabbit hole on that at some point because that is not on here on my own because that's interesting. What did they build here in this country? You know, it's an actual. Do we really hear about a company that builds jails? I don't. So Pauley Jail Company, St. Louis. I want to learn about them.
Yeah.
There's a tower there in the middle, a tower, and there's a noose hanging from there. We're gonna get into a little bit of that because, like every story, there's legends, and then there's people who embellish, and it didn't really happen. So if you've heard of this, you're gonna learn something tonight. Well, they talk about they didn't really know. So these are historians from the National Register. Okay, they didn't know if anything, like the local rumors were saying, if any body was hung in the building. Okay, 2014 they said there was 3 people who were hung in the building. They were supposed to be the last executions like that east of the Mississippi. So this is 2014. Okay. I don't know. You guys were alive in 2014. You ever heard about anybody getting hung in this country?
No.
No. But guess what? Most of us went with it and believed it. Dates 2014.
Was this a public thing? I mean, was this was it publicly noted that had happened?
This was a rumor. This was a rumor within the community that most of us who go up there to do the investigations think that people were getting hanged in the building. Because I think I went on a tirade once or twice before about people. How about you figure out what's going on at a place where you actually fucking show up? Yeah. But I'll get back and not go off on that direction again. There were gallows that were actually constructed outside for the purpose of hanging people. Now, I get it. There is a tower in the building that goes all the way up. Somebody placed the noose there. Doesn't mean the noose was there since the building was there or the tower was built. Okay, people?
Isn't there like a note on the thing that says like nobody was hung in here?
But people think they're going to lose business. It's like,
what's that word you talked earlier? Embellish? Is the word?
Yes.
Embellish.
But if you were facing the building, off to the right is where the gallows actually was. Do an investigation right there. People got hung there. They died.
In 2014.
In 2014.
Yeah.
So there was a notice of a 1916 execution, which appeared in the Tallahassee Democrat, who did not mention the name of the criminal. And they only addressed him as the murder of Deputy Rayford Royals, the condemned, or the black man. And they said it was done on a scaffold outside of the jail. And as we all probably know, back then, when you had an execution like that, beheading, whatever, there was a crowd. This is how we rolled. This is how we rolled back then. We want to go, hey man, nobody had Netflix or like nothing like that. We want to see what's up, what's going on.
That was the entertainment.
That was the entertainment. There's about to be something rolling down that road. Oh crap. We built it on a hill. Damn, we gotta go get it. Yeah, one of One of those things. I wonder how long it took him to actually figure that out. Who figured that out? Like, hey, you need to build the gallows not by the hill.
Yeah,
Because
so
my
the head
boys,
can roll down the
yeah,
hill.
my boys, they want 5 more cents for going down there and getting that damn head. And I ain't got the money for it.
That's shillings. Didn't they want shillings?
Shillings.
Half a shilling.
So there was there was some joy during the most somber of occasions.
Yeah.
I'm going to read this statement. As the fatal moment drew near, he, Walter Durham, the condemned, laughed and joked with his executioners, smiling even when they're in the very face of death. He claimed he was right with God. It was going yonder. Yes, you are, my brother. Pointing upward. And then he asks the 2026 for everybody's going to get offended. The black people. I'm not going to say the OES because some people are going to be like, ooh, and then you don't look like me, so I don't give a fuck what you say. But black people present to sing a hymn. Oh, I'm out there tonight. I'm going to tell everybody what's up. Present to sing a hymn.
Game, man. Jesus.
Hey, are they going to say anything?
No, I'm not going to say anything.
They're not going to say a fucking thing. What I just said, they're not going to say anything.
Not a fucking thing.
present to sing a hymn, himself joining in. He joined into the goddamn hymn. That's crazy. And the large crowd was curiously quiet while the mournful dirge floated on the passing breeze. Bro, we were nuts.
That sounds like a poem for a second.
Oh, Lord, Paul Schaefer should have been alive back then.
Yeah, we were. No, because Schaefer, we wouldn't have had the opportunity for everybody to come together to sing a hymn at the man's death. Schaefer would have just got him.
Yeah.
So he was actually allowed to write home to his parents in Georgia a brief letter, which I imagine is at the time that he was about to be hanged.
Yeah.
Hold
on, guys. To write my letter. Hold on. Wait.
Yeah.
My time has come. They allow me to write this letter to talk to you one last time.
Yes.
See you in hell.
And what I wanted to say was,
yeah, it's wild. We were wild back then. It was wild.
The letter ended quickly.
And apparently, after all this happens, they adjusted the noose around his neck.
Oh,
I mean, hey man, they're polite, I guess.
Yeah.
Left, right,
and he called for one of his ministers to pray for him. That minister left already. But there's hope. There's hope.
See that.
There was a white minister, the Reverend W.B. Tresca. He was part of the local Methodist church. He stepped forward to offer a prayer for this man. And then the sheriff stepped forward and launched the soul of the murderer into eternity. That's what he said.
Or knock him in the next Tuesday. What the fuck?
Yeah. So another priest was like, "Hey, I'll hook the bro up, and hopefully he gets to where he's going. Probably not, but hopefully he gets to where he's going." And the sheriff is like, "We're gonna knock his ass into the next."
Oh my God.
He was not playing around. So there was other deaths there. There was a suicide there.
There was.
We can get into that right after I'm done with this. The one of the deputy sheriffs had his family there. Some people say they if you go upstairs, you can. I guess I imagine anywhere in the building, but what I've heard is upstairs you can sometimes interact with the children or whatever.
Yeah, we did.
2010, a female investigator entered a bedroom that was housed at one point by the warden's family, and she said she sensed a spirit. Let's see what else we got here. One guy from the Suwannee Democrat heard something, saw something that moved. like a shadowy thought, and he didn't stick around. He left.
Well, you guys saw some stuff there, didn't you?
Yes, we'll get into that.
Okay.
But yeah, others have heard some frightening sounds, voices, footsteps, and all that. As far as I know, I don't know if it's changed, but the building has been closed for a minute. Hopefully, at some point, it will open back up. What I can say before we get into some of the other stuff is that it's not. It's a small town. Um, it's not a. I don't. Oh, I'm trying not to say anything to belittle the town because I like the town. It's it's not a high up town. That's all I can think of.
It's a hick town.
Um,
Just call it what it
it
is.
looks like a lot of people moved out, and when I say that, business wise is what I'm talking about. Don't know if that had anything to do with COVID or anything like that, but there were definitely a lot of places closed down. There wasn't a lot of places to go eat. I don't even remember remotely seeing anything about a hotel. Um, yeah,
It was right after
I
the
hope it
hurricane.
opens back up because that money the money we pay, which isn't a lot, by the way, goes back into the community.
Hmm.
So I hope it opens back up because Cordell, I know me and you were there. We saw this place. And if you go right outside of it, you can tell that people are actually living, and then you come into this town and it's like, damn, feel bad, and they got
Well,
all this great history in this town.
we did go to that town, maybe a week or so after a major hurricane hit the area.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which you would imagine everything would be destroyed, but you go outside the town because when I remember driving in, I'm like, oh, everything was cool. And then you get into town and it's like, oh, they didn't move it for them. Oh, dogs. That might come into our conversation tonight about Casper.
Terry, whatever you do, don't beat around the bush. Just call it what it is. It's a hick town. It is a hick town.
It is. Just being where it's at, it's definitely a hick town. All that's hick town to me.
You're 10 minutes from the Georgia border.
That's it. I'm sorry if I offend anybody, but I say he haul shit.
Oh, the hee haw shit again.
The hee haw shit. Hey, that was a great show, by the way. I remember watching it as a kid. I don't know if it's great now if I watched it. Now that I can understand certain things, but back then I was like, dude, that's cool when that donkey comes on and says "e-haw" before they go to commercial.
No restaurants. The closest thing is like a gas station that you have to go. There's one grocery store.
Yes, I was very upset that I did not.
After 9 o'clock, everything's fucking dead.
I was very upset that I did not get to visit that place, man. I had it scheduled and we were gonna go, and then we didn't go.
I hope they open the place back up.
It's
a great place. There's a great stuff to happen there. Cordell, if you would like to talk about some stuff from there, and I only had a little bit personally, so
I feel like between you, me, and Kara, we had the most things happen to us at that location.
Yeah, so, I had 2, maybe 3. Yes, because when I went back in at around 2:30, I'll count that as something that happened to you, and then I was able to experience a little bit of it. There was 2 things that I was actually involved with, and then the third thing, I guess I can still say I was involved with it because I was standing there and I heard it with you. But go ahead.
Well, we're gonna start with Kara's thing. Actually, the morning of the second day. So as you guys, most of you know, my wife and I do investigate together. We actually sent her upstairs in the jail side on a solo. She's sitting there. She got the recorder, and she actually got one of the best pieces of evidence I think I've seen in real life. So she's standing right in the middle of the cells in God, I forgot which section it was. It was near the stairs. But you hear keys jingling, then you hear a door slam, like a jail cell door slam, and then you hear like something hit the camera.
Wow.
Before the camera, though, we heard walking.
Yeah.
And then
Voices.
I don't want to call it running, but it got a little quicker. And we got that. That's all.
Dude,
like we got the audio, the footage, and everything when it happened.
Yeah, I have the video too.
I would love to see
yeah.
the video. I would love to see that.
I'll put it in the group after we're done here.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's that. Then the one thing that I don't talk about a lot is when the fearless leader had us do that little skit in the females' jail cells downstairs. Like Kara was the female prisoner.
Oh yeah. Yep. Okay. I forgot. Yeah. You were the bad cop.
Yeah. And
Wait.
I learned that.
What are you guys doing on these investigations, man?
Hey,
I didn't want to do it. That's the thing.
I forgot about it, and then when you blurted it out, people were like, "What?"
Yeah.
Like, no. This is what people do there.
This is the part of antagonizing spirits to get a reaction.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how I learned that I'm not about that shit.
Yeah.
So two things happened. I was getting Kara riled up. You know that look in somebody's eyes when they're about to kill you? Like it's just straight stone cold face. She gave me
I don't get that. I give that. I don't get that.
Well, I got it. I get it a lot. I know it very well. But
I get it all the time. There's this woman in the back. I get it all the time.
Hey, who's out with the frying pan, Terry? Well, she got that look that she's about to grab me through the fucking bars and like bang my head. But before that happened, something was in the doorway. Like something stepped by the doorway. It was a woman.
Wow.
I don't talk about it because that shit scared the fuck out of me. And then, he walked in right after, like breaking it up, and I'm like, nah, fuck that, I'm out. Stepped out of the building for like 30 minutes, smoked a cigarette, had to get my shit together. That was terrifying. But not that terrifying, but still.
You had a visitor in one of the cells upstairs. Not the one major event.
No.
Upstairs in I don't know if it was the segregated cell or what.
It was the segregated area. It was the last cells before you turn in the corridor. I was doing solo. I was doing my solo. I have that footage, but it's only my POV. I'm not looking out. It's looking at me.
Your POV is classic cinema. The look on your face. I totally forgot about this until you said a figure.
So, oh my head's getting hot. So everybody.
We laughed for a little bit when we saw your face.
So everybody did a solo upstairs, and Kara did one downstairs. The solos lasted from 30 minutes to 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I had the honor of being in those cells for 45 minutes by myself alone in the building. And I'm sitting there asking questions, but I'm quiet. I'm cold. It's like 32 degrees. I'm freezing.
It's
so
freezing.
I got my little blanket and shit. So I can hear like walking around upstairs. Like that's how active this place is. You don't have to do anything and you hear shit.
Mm-hmm.
I just decide to peek out and see what's going on because I hear footsteps close. Take that shit down. My eyes go like that. You can ask Terry. There's a figure standing in front of my cell. It's a
when he pulled it off his he pulls it down and then you see his face when he sees what he sees. It's hilarious. Like you can see fear. He's just like, And I'm like, he's gonna pull it back over his head. Like, it was freaking hilarious.
You can't hurt me. If I can't
Terrifying.
see you.
Instant fear. Like, what the fuck is in front of me?
Oh my god.
It is like, you know how when you look through bars and you just see the silhouette, it's a big black silhouette.
Mhm.
And it's looking right at me. I see it. I just lost my shit that night. And that's just the beginning of that night, and that night got worse.
Yeah. It the guinea pig was in full effect.
I am literally
remember-
freaking Aaron from Ghost Adventures. I gotta go do everything.
Remember we chased it for a while upstairs?
Yes, you and him were chasing it. I was in the infirmary, and
We were chasing it around the level, the second
they
floor, and then we go the
walked
other way, and we're like, son of a.
and then here comes this fucking orb up the stairs, and I know it's an orb because dust doesn't dance the way that thing fucking danced.
Mhm.
It comes up, it goes towards the hallway where those two are. Then they're like, "Oh, I see something." They go the other way, and it comes out. It's like it's fucking with them.
Wow.
Yeah, it ran us around that floor for a little bit.
I wish I had that footage. I really do.
Yeah, dude, that'd be cool. I would love to see that, man. That's
I
awesome.
might make Peace Talks just to get it.
It was so noisy up there, and then certain points.
Yeah, dogs.
The first time I heard the dogs, I was like, "Oh man, they must hear us." But we were there for hours before we heard the dogs.
Yeah.
And then we were chasing that around, and then we all, for whatever reason, decided to split up. And I was up there, and the dogs went ballistic.
In the neighborhood, huh?
And it was like, it sounded like there was 40 freaking dogs out there. It was insane. I don't know how many dogs this person has, but it was insane. And then the coyote started.
Yeah.
It was loud, and then it would go away. It'd just be gone for hours. It was just weird, but when it happened, it was like stuff going on, and then we would do something else, and then boom, the dogs would go, and it was just like, what in the hell?
Yeah.
Let's see, what else?
We're gonna move on.
We chased. You chased. You saw the shadow. When we were watching the video for Kara, I got my shirt pulled.
Yeah, we were all sitting in the living room, and his shirt got
We were all sitting there, and I'm standing there, and I'm looking, and all of a sudden, my shirt just goes, and I lost my shit. I turned around and said, "No, you fucking don't." I was like, I lost my shit. And it stopped right there. Whatever it was like, oh, my bad, because I was like, I don't play around. And I'm like, no, not happening. I was like, don't do that, don't do that, and it never happened again. To their credit,
11.
It's probably one of the kids. Probably one of the kids, I think.
And that's 11 in the morning when that happened.
Yeah. I was not ready for it, and it pissed me off. It left me alone after that. But
yeah. Did you guys hear like screaming in there or something? Then you say you heard a scream.
We're getting there.
Oh, okay.
Rich blowing up everybody's spot tonight.
I don't know what the hell shit, man.
We're getting there.
Solo in the women's. Then we were watching the first night.
Yeah.
Then we were watching the footage back over in the morning, and I actually got another orb. And Terry can attest it was definitely not dust because it sparkled.
It was not dust.
No.
It was not dust. And everybody knows, if you've listened to me, about orbs. Not everything's a real freaking orb. Everybody gets excited. I'm telling you right now, this was not dust. It was not dust.
Yeah.
That thing
it was not dust.
Right across the hallway. It caught on my camera. I wasn't even looking. I didn't even see it.
And I think what happened later even justifies more why it's not dust.
Yeah.
It was not dust. It was not. I believe there are orbs. I think 2% of what everybody's seeing is actual orbs. Everything else is freaking dust. Guess what, people? We move around. We move
That
around.
That place matches.
That was not dust. That was not dust. You could see the dust. You could see the dust. That was not dust.
Boys, at the
Yeah.
second day of the investigation, the final night before we left, we had all just gotten done investigating. It's like 2:30, 2:45 in the morning. It is now at its coldest temperature. Everyone's bundled up. He's got his coats and his blanket on. He's ready to go to bed. And then I am asked, well, more like told, to go sleep in the women's cell by myself. I don't have a choice. So I'm like, okay.
It must have been freezing in there.
It was. It was colder inside than it was outside. Let that.
It was much colder inside than it was outside.
Metal.
I said
upstairs was metal. The downstairs was not.
Yeah.
It was much. When we say much colder, we're not talking about a couple degrees. That's what people don't understand. The logic part of it is, yes, the upstairs is going to be colder than downstairs because that's where the jail cells are. Well, guess what, folks? There's jail cells downstairs too. On both levels of this building. The downstairs was way more colder. When I got there during the day, wasn't that cold. I opened the door and I was like, Jesus Christ, it's freezing in here. And the first thing in my mind was, there's a lot of metal bars in here. Whatever.
Yeah.
In the bathroom. As that shit went on, I'm telling you right now, it was not that. That's how active this place is.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how active it is. It is active.
Yeah. So everyone's out. Everyone left to go to bed. I'm doing my little thing. I'm in a back brace at this point in time because I just broken my back.
Oh shit! That's right. You fell off a roof.
Yeah. Crippled and dedicated to the cause.
Hey, that's a true warrior right there.
Somebody called in. I think I heard somebody called in that there was a sighting, but it fell off somebody's.
Oh God!
Fucking Cordell the Munchie Chief rolling down the fucking ladder.
Did you just say Munchie Chief? Oh my God!
Munchie Chief.
Fucking blast from the past there, buddy.
Yes. All right. All right. He's had one too many tonight. He's coming off.
Oh my lordiness!
No. I'm fucking. It's hilarious. We had a good time. We had a good time there with you.
Yeah.
I forgot that you broke your back. You fell off a fucking roof.
Yeah. And then having me lay on a jail bed with no padding, nothing.
Oh God!
Terrible.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting up I'm like hunched.
Oh.
I'm like pressed up against the wall, so it takes pressure off my spine.
Oh, man.
I'm sitting there for like 10, 15 minutes just trying to get cozy, and I finally get cozy. Eyes are closed, blankets on. All I hear is, You're the first person I'd haunt, too.
Poor Cordell.
So it's like, I check my phone. It's like 3 o'clock, 3 something.
Oh, 3 o'clock.
I hear a scream. I'm like, maybe I'm dreaming. Because, tired, and I took my meds. I close my eyes back again. I hear it again, just a little closer. I'm like, okay, what the fuck?
He is a trooper, folks, by the way.
I hear it again, a third time, but it's at the stairs. I'm like, oh, fuck. I hear it one more time, just a little closer. Like, because, there's solitary confinement, and there's those bars where you can actually hear the other side. So I know it's close. And then I'm like, all right, my heart's starting to beat, and I'm starting to get, freaking the fuck out. My eyes are still closed. I hear walking. Something, moves my camera or something, or touches me. And then I hear the final one, and that's when I say, fuck it, I'm out. I grab my camera. I'm in fucking tears because I just shot up. That shit scared the hell out of me. I think I shit my pants a little. I go into the bedroom where I thought Terry was. I'm like, dude, you gotta go. I go, we gotta get the fuck up out of here. Nobody's in the bedroom. I realized I'm in that bitch alone.
Oh God, dude.
So I run up that door. I'm just like fucking
all by himself.
Wow.
me and the spirit. I run up that door. I'm fucking losing it. I'm pounding on doors. I'm crying and shit. And I'm like, it took me a minute to fully fucking comprehend what the hell just happened to reiterate back to the team. So they all rushed back inside with me. Well, Terry and the leader at the time. And I'm like, I'm explaining, and then it happened again. They heard it firsthand.
Yeah, we went in. I think you actually tried to call me too.
I did twice.
And I think that's what, like, it didn't wake me up when you called, but you know how it triggers you. And then I was just like, what's going on? Something's going on. And I look at my phone and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And I hear movement. So I get out of my car, go in. I think it's me, you, Austin.
Yeah. It was just you
and
Austin.
we were in front of the women's cell entrance.
Yeah.
And you were explaining to us what happened. And I think we kind of looked at each other like, what? And then looked at you, you're like, are you sure you weren't dreaming or something?
Like, this motherfucker is tripping.
Because I was like, all right, he was sleeping in here. Like, it's creepy as hell in here. And I know stuff's going on there. And then we're just looking at each other. And all of a sudden, a scream.
Wow.
And then it was like, what the fuck? Okay, tonight's over. He has been telling us he's hearing this shit come down the stairs. We heard it standing there. It's like, no, all this happened because we just heard it. It's like this guy was in here all by himself and everything went haywire. And we got to hear the tail end of it. And we were like, all right, we're out.
And that's how I learned that you can fit 5 people in one Chevy can hold 5 people, not comfortably, but 5 people.
Yes.
We all slept together in Austin's car.
And it very hard to sleep. It felt like the house. It didn't feel like anybody in the. It's not a house, but the building. It didn't feel like to me. It didn't feel like anybody in the building was watching. It felt like the building was watching, which in my head, I chalk it up to everybody inside is probably watching. So it's just the energy from everything together being there so long.
They're just like, I made that guy shit his pants.
Yeah, it didn't feel angry, I guess. It's just unnerving because you're like, something's watching me. and it was just weird. So it was hard to sleep in front of it. And the second night, I even moved my car to the side where they built on the garage and the kitchen.
Yeah, where the kitchen was.
And I was like, oh, okay, maybe this will, settle down so I can sleep. I got no sleep. There's one point where I was out. Like I finally went out and then something started tapping on my door. And I was like, oh, somebody's messing with me. I wake up and I'm looking around. I got out of the car, walked around. The other guys ahead of me were in their car. And I could see through the back. I could see both their heads in the seat. And they had they brought a monitor so they could watch a movie and they fell asleep. And I could see them.
Yeah.
And Karen and I were
inside. And I'm like, you guys were inside. And I'm like, man. I was like, okay, over here, I'm trying to get some sleep. It's not letting me sleep. The rapping, the scratching, oh, hey, you're out again. I'm not going to make a noise, but here's something in your head, and you wake up and you're like, what the hell's going on? And it's like, this heavy, like, we're with you and you're not going to sleep. That drive home that morning, I should not have tried. I was lucky to make it home. I was so tired. It was bad. It was bad. Like rumble strips on the highway. Thank God for them.
Oh God.
They woke me up a few times. That was one of the dumbest things I ever did. But Yeah, that place was
Pretty active, I'd say.
yeah, and I think it for me personally, I think it messed with me more because of the information I received from a call home when I got there from up north, and it was like, oh no. So now I'm heightened anyway, and I'm surprised I didn't get more than I got, or that I will allow people to know I got,
Yeah.
because that place is active. It's very active.
That place will match your energy. It gives what you
It
get.
yes, yes. It at all times you know you're not the only being there
No.
at all times. At all times, you're on edge the entire time. I felt I was on edge the entire time.
It was kind of heavy in there too. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
You think they're
Yeah.
gonna open it back up?
I would.
I hope so.
so.
Yeah,
Hope so.
that'd be cool, man. What were they doing to it? They're just fixing repairs on it from the hurricane
I
and
don't
stuff.
know.
Yeah, I definitely took one of those.
Yeah, I was like, I think this is for Cordell.
I think all of us did.
The spooky doogie.
I have never heard this term, and I am stealing it. It is unbelievable. It
Yeah.
is awesome.
You've never
A
heard
spooky,
the term, spooky dookie?
Pretty
spooky dookie. No, that is awesome. Spooky dookie. It's almost like Snoochie Boochies. If anybody knows what that is,
What the hell is that?
that's back in the Clerks days. Mallrats. I think Mallrats is when he first said it.
Yeah,
I think.
Clerks. That's funny.
But yeah, that's I don't really have anything else for Old Hamilton. That's all about I've experienced,
Yeah,
all the stuff I know. I think it's a great spot. Hopefully they open back up so people can experience it, especially people who've
Yeah.
never been there. At least get to go there once. And it was not expensive
No, I think it
at
was like
all.
$250 altogether.
Yeah, for everybody together.
Yeah.
And it's one of the most known haunts here in Florida. So, pretty good experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope you like Hardee's.
It couldn't be. Oh, it couldn't be any better, worse than the Snack Shack, could it?
No, the Snack Shack was a lot better.
Oh, really?
I did, but I didn't go to. There's a barbecue joint there that we did not go to, so I don't know. It could have been good.
It probably was.
Yeah, I saw it when I found Hardee's, and that was about it. And I was like, "Damn."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if it's open. It still says it's closed, but I know somebody who has the lady's number, so
Yeah,
get something cooking.
yeah. I hope they're able to open it back up. It's a good
I'm
spot.
sure they will. I think.
I guess it's sustained a lot of damage from the hurricane
Yeah.
with the roof and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah, across the street, that building was destroyed. The tree, and I think one of the trees were down. Maybe two trees were down. One on top of it or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
that the barn across the street.
Yeah,
No,
it ripped through there.
it was sinking in. I
Yeah.
saw pictures of that. I went upstairs in that thing. That place is weird.
Yeah, I was not going in there. It like
So
I was like, nope.
I shouldn't have, but I'm a dumbass,
Yeah.
so I'll do it.
Hey,
There's, like
you did it. You survived. So
Yeah.
there's actually a room at the very front on the very top. It's like a small room. It's strange in there.
I imagine that was probably a damn. My wife is in there banging the cabinet, scared shit out of me. But I imagine that when that was up and not destroyed, it's probably a good place to take a break from Hamilton and go over and at least walk around and see what's going on. Take
Yeah,
a look at the place.
yeah,
Were you guys at Hamilton the whole weekend then, huh? Like the
yeah.
whole weekend?
We spent 48 hours there.
Yeah, and that's what we're saying. $250 for 48 hours for
Yeah.
Five
people.
That's not bad
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. And when you booked it, you had to book it for 48 hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what they charged. And it was just like, oh, wait, that's a no brainer. Like, cool.
Yeah.
I'm there, you know?
Great location.
Yeah.
But it's so much easier to just sleep in the building. Like, I don't know why you guys
Yeah.
slept in your car. It's a bunch of wimps.
There's video of folks sleeping in that main floor we use for that main room we use for our equipment. I've seen videos of people sleeping there, and then they have a camera pointing at the dining room, and they had the one balloon thing they had going.
Well, that was whose team was that?
I forget whose team.
It was I think it was Patty with the GT Paranormal that did that.
Maybe, yeah. There's another group. It's a all Spanish group that went there. They had some good evidence too. I know two of them are like husband and wife. I can't think of the damn
Was
name.
that Omar Gosh or whatever?
No,
Yeah, I don't know
not
if he's
Omar.
been there.
Yeah, it wasn't Omar. No,
Hmm.
this was an actual team, but I think either they were dating or they were married. Two of the members.
I know War Party's been there a few times.
War Party's been there.
They've been everywhere.
Great spot. And if anybody watches this, remember right behind it there's a church, and then there's people who live around it. There's houses. So please don't go there and act like idiots.
Be professional,
Please
not a
don't.
fool.
What's that?
Be a professional, not a fool.
Yes, please be as professional as possible. There's people who actually live there. So if you're going outside doing crazy stuff or whatever, and you forget that people are around, just try to remember there's other people and they actually live there. Their houses are there. So
Be very courteous of those around.
yeah. And the police station is not that far. Trust me, it's not that far from there.
Just a walk away.
You can walk to it. Yeah, you can walk to it, and it ain't gonna take you very much. You're gonna go this way and this way a little bit, and there it is. So just like anywhere else, like you would want somebody to do for your
Yeah. So
home,
do for
your home.
Yep.
Yeah, just respect it, and that way everybody and yourself can continue going to these places, and hopefully that opens up so everybody can go to it.
Yeah, so
I'm very glad I got to do it.
Me too.
Florida's got some pretty cool spots, don't we, man?
It does.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
this was the first one. There's 3 spots for you. You've heard of at least 2 that we've talked about before, but this is going to be a normal thing. We don't have visitors, or we don't have something like, oh, we should just talk about this. We have a lot in Florida, so there's a lot to talk about. So in my brain, I'm like, oh, we can keep it local for a very long time if we want it.
A lot of investigations.
So hopefully this is just sprinkled in. It's not part of the series. That's his own thing where we have people come on or we just shoot shit. Yep. This is this thing, and tomorrow we're gonna have to do a little side recording and then drop that on Friday. I'll drop it on Friday for everybody, and that's going to be where once a month on the 3rd Friday, you'll see where we watch the movie, study the movie, talk about the movie. So we're going to do a movie review.
Yeah.
Which I saw in a few other places, which everywhere I've ever, people love book and movie reviews because they don't either want to read or watch them, or before they read or watch them, they want to know if they're good. So it's huge that people love it, and I saw a lot more hits on that than anything else we said we're going to put out. So I think this is going to be good, and it may go to. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna have to mull it over a little bit, but it could be one of those regular Monday or Tuesday things where it will replace something else, and then we do a review live. But that's if people want to do it. So in the next I'm gonna probably give it 2 months. I'm gonna keep reaching out, see if anybody's seen it, see what they think. Would they like it live? Would they like to come on here live? And that way, the our viewers, whoever comes on into the chat, can also talk about the movie.
Yep.
And the first one is The Woman in the Yard. Some of you who have seen me on another podcast may know that we were all waiting for this movie to come out. As soon as it came out, I got it, and like I like the movie. um, there's a lot of, I don't even want to say hidden, because if you just look at it, you can figure it out what it's actually about, which there are a few things.
Some very dark undertones or something.
Very dark undertone. There is some community stuff in there, which caught me. If you see the movie, you can understand why I was attracted to it. But it's a good movie. It's a good movie. So we're going to talk about that, and then our next one next month will be something Cordell picked. If you want to talk about that a little bit, don't give up the ghost, but
it is a Taiwanese film that I had actually found on Netflix, and it was surprisingly really good. I'm not going to say the name, just know you're going to love it.
Those type of movies, where they come from, I found, and it took me a long time to find it. I think when they started putting out the In Search of Darkness, they're not movies, they're documentaries. When they started putting those documentaries out, I started finding out more about these type of movies. Some of them we saw back in the day, and oh, we're America, and it didn't come from here. But those type of movies, there's a reason we copied them, because they were awesome. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. So I'm looking forward to watching that, because I heard of the American one, which I don't think they're the same type of movie, but they were put out in the same year. And that's why I was like, is this movie, or is it the American one? So I'm happy that it wasn't the American one. I'm going to check out the American one anyway, because I didn't hear of it, just to see if it's any good. So,
yeah, I'm probably going to watch it.
I'm looking forward to watching that. So, and Rich, you have, I think you picked the movie from what you sent us.
Yeah. It's from almost my childhood, man, but it's a classic.
Classic. Is it in black and white?
No. That was not my childhood, sir. Thank you very much. Yes. I may be old, but not.
Does it star Charlie Chaplin?
No, but that would be cool though.
Oh my god.
That
if you think about the movie I picked, and then you kind of mixed it in with something like that, that would be kind of theatrical, don't you think?
And the type of horror movie it is.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was done perfectly how they mixed the two.
Yeah.
Perfectly. Yeah. That's how we did it. That's how we did it in the 80s, folks who are making movies now.
Yeah.
There's a reason that is the best time for horror movies.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Please.
Best times for movies.
We get some gems. Here and now. But as a whole, horror has sucked for a very long time.
Yeah.
And that's why when they put documentaries out about all the old 80s, late 70s, 80s horror, everybody goes crazy. If you're a real horror fan, you go crazy over them, because we haven't had good horror collectively for a while. We get some gems, though. We get some gems.
I'm just going to say this just because I feel the need to. When George Romero died, the zombie genre died with him.
Yes. You know he never called them zombies?
No.
Because they weren't actually zombies.
Yeah.
Little movie history for you.
George Romero was my absolute favorite director.
Yeah. There's so many zombie movies that were made that take from George, which he willingly gave, you know, but it turned something that was very, very boring into something that was political at the time.
Yep.
Because the government made it political. There was some politics in there, but the government made it really political because that's what they did.
We've all seen Day of the Dead.
And it spawned so much stuff. Because let's face it, the zombies before then, they were real zombies and they were boring.
Yeah.
But they depicted them as real zombies, and there was a few other race things in there that going on. But that's where the movie White Zombie is an action movie. It's one of the worst movies ever, but that's what makes it a classic. Yeah. And you got to see it. It's just like Plan 9 from Outer Space, the worst movie ever fucking made. Yeah. But you have to watch it. You have to watch it. And then you have the famous bands, White Zombie. Then you had the Misfits. And when Glenn did Plan 9 as his record company, you know, they all pay homage to these old movies that time to time I still put on and giggle and go, oh my God, they sucked. But they're awesome. They're awesome. Better than some of the crap that comes out. You know, those sparkly things they were on the screen for a while. They were definitely better than that.
Back to fucking Jesus
Christ. God.
I fucking knew it.
I wasn't talking about them. I will give you this. I will never say we're going to watch any of that shit.
I don't want to.
Thank you, sir. Because I refuse to watch that.
I will never suggest a terrible movie.
And I do not want to put you through what would happen if we watched that.
Oh my God!
I don't think you want to go through that, but
no. I just wanted to give a special shout out to.
We're gonna lay that back to bed. We laid it. It was in bed for. We're gonna put it back in bed. it was gone for a while.
I know that's where I thought you were going. That's why I was like, "Oh Lordy, here we go."
I didn't even mean it that way, but it was just like shit. Well, here we are. My bad. But I think this would be fun. I think it'd be fun. We
were just mentioning movies, and we're all talking about. So it'd be good.
We get to watch horror movies.
Yeah,
that's my thing.
That's what I'm about to do.
And I already know what I'm doing for my next one.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you want to know what it is, I'll tell you. When I tell you. No, it's a class. Well, I'm going to say it's a classic. It came out in the 2000s.
It's constant.
But they made it like it was. They made it. Yeah, it was in this time, but they made it like a little. It was weird how they did it, which I think is part of the whole ambiance of the movie. It was an inn. It was the last night the inn was going to be open. It's an old-fashioned slow burn, and it's a ghost movie.
Oh, that one's good.
Oh, jeez.
Innkeepers. The Innkeepers.
Ooh, I thought you were going to say 13 Ghosts.
Great movie.
No,
love that.
No, movie. I said I'm a real horror fan. I'm a real horror fan, not that crap. Yeah. They are coming up with something for 13 Ghosts. I think it's going to be a TV show.
Are they? I thought I saw something.
Yeah, I thought I saw something like each episode is going to be about one ghost or something like that. So that seems pretty cool to me. I'm actually going to check that out. But I saw the original movie. I'll never watch it again. That was that early mid 90s whatever bullshit, early 2000s bullshit. I will not watch it. Again, I give it a chance once and that's it. But we have that, and then you guys will pick whatever you pick, and then I know what my movie is going to be after that because it's the
Oh,
same guy that made The Innkeepers, but this is based in the 70s, late 70s, early 80s, when we had the Satanic Panic. So I'm not going to say what that is, but that's a good one. That's a good one. So
Oh god.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Yeah.
I like
reminds me
watching
of
horror.
a film that I kind of want to watch, but I heard it's really fucked up, so I'm like, maybe not.
Did anybody spin the bottle?
No.
Oh, all right. I guess
It's
the
like one of
old,
those
the old,
really, really
the old
bad.
wise one's good. Is the old wise one good?
No,
Or do we need to spin the bottle?
no, you ain't spinning no damn bottle. No, hurry it up.
All right. Well, I was trying to say it without everybody figuring out what you need to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, go spin the bottle. Okay.
Not big
Old
enough.
wise, old wise one.
Oh, the wise one.
Yeah. Oh, Lordy.
About to have a leak. All right. All right. That was fun. Jesus Christ, we've been on here a long time.
Yeah.
But that's it, folks. We will see you next time. Cordell can go take a spooky dookie.
Hey.
Rich can go spin the bottle, and I can take my ass to bed because I got to get up and go to the doctor in the morning.
Hey, man.
And then continue training. I'm fucking tired, boys. Let me tell you,
Oh,
the
that's right.
season has been on, and I got some competing to do, so I am tired.
Proud of you, man.
So
Proud of
you
you.
won't hear from me much because I'm working.
Good job, brother. Good job.
But I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll just record tomorrow, and hopefully we can make that. We'll figure it out. See if we're gonna make that a live thing or not. We'll let the people figure that out. We'll give them a couple months.
I'm off
but
tomorrow, so it's so much better.
Yeah. But yeah. Thanks for watching, folks. This is the first episode of Local Haunts, and we will definitely be back. And Cordell.
Thank you for tuning in. And y'all stay spooky out there.
Hell yeah.
Spooky
Happy
dookie.
hunting, fam.